So NVIDIA added $250 billion to its market cap after hours today, after they announced the earnings results, which were less than they were in the previous year over year. However, the one thing that tipped the scales over in the bulls' favor was, of course, the guidance. And the guidance was for an $11 billion plus quarter in a sustainable manner. So, of course, I was short. I saw the options valuations way up into the 340s, 350s, and I'm like, I gotta sell some call credit spreads. I sold some spreads, and I'm gonna be losing all my money. Come tomorrow, probably. Come Friday, they expire on Friday. So, I guess I can say I was wrong about NVIDIA. Okay? Now, I want to explore what exactly, NVIDIA what's going on with the revenues here, put a little perspective on it. But this is StockTwits. I mean, it's going crazy. It's going bananas. There's still a lot of bearishness on the board. By the way, there's a lot of bears. So I'm thinking that this is not going to get faded. It's probably... this gain is going to stay till the end of the week. And the bears are going to lose. Okay, I'm going to be losing. Everybody on this board that's got a bear flag right now is going to be losing. And, that's that. I mean, I don't think not a lot of people thought that NVIDIA would beat in such a major manner. I mean, they did beat on expectations a little bit by like 18% or something like that. But it wasn't a huge deal. It's really the forward guidance that did it. Okay, that's what did the trick. And so let's take a look at some figures. Okay, these figures have not been updated yet quarterly. I'm using stockanalysis.com for the charts, but really, it hasn't been updated. So this figure is a little bit higher here on the next quarter to like 8 or so billion. This is the revenues, by the way. But what they're saying is that the next quarter, this figure here will shoot above this top line. Do you see this? Above this top line here at 11 billion or more. And it's going to stay there. This is what they're saying. Guys. This is how crazy it is. For some reason, too, this last quarter, they have like cost of revenue that's even less. So their earnings actually are going up. Their earnings, they're like 1.6 or something billion. I don't know. But the figures don't really matter. I mean, we're going to have about a 200 PE after NVIDIA opens up tomorrow at like 400. In order to see some more real-time price action, we have 24/5 trading on Robinhood. Currently, it's trading only up plus 20%, even though it was up 25% before the overnight hours started, which is still way above my prices for my options plays. But I'm thinking it's gonna go to like 400. This is some insanity over here. So what's this company like doing at these price ranges? How much is $250 billion of a market cap? Okay, how many companies can we fit on there? The meme is that you could buy 3 microns with the overnight, with the after-hour gain of NVIDIA. You can buy 3 micron companies, the whole thing. That's how much this pop was. I've never seen a pop bigger than that. But I'm having trouble like actually believing these growth numbers, because the last time they had a revenue bump this big was about 34, 35, 36% here in the quarter of 2016. So they went from 1.4 billion to 2 billion. It's a pretty big jump, but it's not a 50% jump. They're thinking of going from like 7 billion to 11 billion. I mean, that's a little much. That's like over, it's over 50%. So it's very hard to believe he's going to shoot up there. Now, I know that they have some initiatives. I know they got like some, data center improvements and whatnot. Like, it doesn't matter really Okay, it doesn't matter. It could be some revolutionary company. It's the company's products. It actually don't matter what the product is. The company is $750 billion, and it's gonna open at $1 trillion. Big companies like that don't move in such big swaths. I mean, the last time we saw that was with Tesla, and Tesla was able to keep its gains. And yes, it was, it's entered some kind of hyper growth phase. But I don't even remember even Tesla jumping up 50% in revenue. What they're saying, okay, is that, let's go to annual. I want to show you something. Is that the revenue, okay? So based on the sustainable, quote here, the revenue, let me show you, sorry, is going to go, 11 times 4, so that's $44 billion. So it's going to double, all right? They're saying the company's revenue will double in a year, basically, is what they're saying. Double. At a $1 trillion company, doubling its revenue in a year. I don't know. This is some crazy talk. I will have to see it to believe it. But, so for right now, I'll have to admit defeat. I have to admit defeat. There's no other way. So, I'm defeated. One thing I want to show you here. So, look at this. 5-year chart for NVIDIA. This is the 2022 where everything got killed. Up from the bottom. Right, from 112. This is 4x from the bottom here. Almost is going to be 4x by the end of the week probably. From October 2022. Where else can you 4x your money on a mega cap like this? Look at this. Oh, they don't show me the year to date. Well, anyways, year to date, it's even a better beat than year over year. This is the 1 year chart, the year over year. Year to date's from here 143 to 400. It's way better than the 122%. Well, it's not that far off actually. But anyway, it's like 150% year to date. Crazy investment. I think it's the company that gained the most out of the large companies year to date. I think Meta is maybe second. But it's entered some kind of, hyperbolic phase here. Other things that I think are amazing is that rates are still being increased. And these growth companies just keep ripping like there's no tomorrow. Like, what the hell is going on? Where is this money coming from? I know that there's a lot of money on the sidelines because people are keeping it in cash, taking advantage of the high rates and whatnot. But come on, man. How much are you willing to pay? I made a video the other day, a couple of days ago, about the maximum bull case scenario for NVIDIA, where I thought it would 4x in the next 16 years. And I compared it how the S&P would probably do the same, and you'll be better off putting in the S&P because it'll be less risk for the same return. Because if you remember, guys, right, the price of an equity is equal to its total future value, right? Total future returns. So you have to make sure that over your lifetime, right, NVIDIA returns the current price. You want to make your money back plus inflation, right? And any kind of hurdle rate you assign to it. So that's a tall task. The company is already $1 trillion. So you're saying basically that in 16, in whatever time frame you have, it's gonna outperform from here. I don't know. I can't bring myself to buy it, but just better. So I don't know what else to do. Don't know. Cool things to keep in mind here. Overnight futures, it kicked off. I don't know if a lot of people noticed this, but they kicked off the 24/5 feature, right? 24 hours per day, 5 days a week on 5/24. If you look at the date, it's actually May 24th, which is 5/24. So they opened up the 24/5 on 5/24. Very intentional. Very intentional. So far, I think it looks really cool. The numbers and everything. Not too much trading as expected in the overnight. They have a list of 24/7 stocks. There's a trading list here, and you can see what the names are. They have 43 of them, I believe. You can also filter them. And right now they're filtered by market cap. Okay, so you can say, all right, highest market cap first. So it's companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, NVIDIA now. I'm pretty sure pretty soon it's going to be larger than Amazon. You guys remember when Amazon was one of the biggest companies? Well, NVIDIA is like only 0.2 trillion away from it. It might be like the fourth biggest company out there. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It's actually kind of ludicrous. It's going to be twice as big as Tesla and and like more than a third bigger than Meta. Oh my goodness. How is this company making such gains? So, we have the SPY in there, the VTI, the Qs, AMD, Disney. You can take a look at this list. See if you like Ford. There's some stocks that surprise me. Lucid, for example, a $13 billion company. NEO, a Chinese ADR company at $13 billion. Like, what is that doing in there? You know, and this one really surprised me. Carvana, are you killing me? Are you kidding me? Carvana, $2 billion company is on the list. CVNA, like, how much money did they pay to be included in this list? Like, what's going on here? What is this? Right? And then I understand these funds here. Okay, fine. The ultra pro shorts, whatever, pro short Qs, etc., etc. Man, natural gas. All right, fine. But Carvana, what is this doing here? What is NEO and Carvana doing in this list? It's just like a bunch of EV crypto, low cap stocks. And then, all the top ones I understand. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm actually pretty bullish on Robinhood. If you notice here, I actually have Robinhood 600 shares that, I might have to sell now because of my losses from NVIDIA to raise cash again. So, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I really don't think NVIDIA will lose all its gains. I think it's going to finish at least $50 higher than yesterday's price, which is going to be, that means 350 plus by Friday. Not many expected that big of a gain. What I should have done, the calls were so cheap, I should have hedged. In retrospect, I was thinking that as I was putting the trades on in the morning, I was like, oh my goodness, I should really hedge this, and I didn't. I could have bought like a few 350 calls for like $25 or $15 or something. I don't know how cheap it was, but somewhere around there, like $25, $50 the most. I should have bought a few, and now I would have just made even. Could have hedged, but I didn't. So anyway, such is life. Bear, loser. So we'll see what tomorrow. We'll see what the rest of the week brings, but I'm pretty pessimistic. For all you guys that actually bought calls or own the stock, congratulations, massive gains. Hopefully it keeps going for you. It's really hard to believe, really unrealistic, but that's how the stock market goes. Same thing happened to Tesla. I guess NVIDIA is the next. Maybe it's going to be the new, market leader one day. At this rate, not too far off in the future. But I do think that, the revenue and earnings are still got a long ways to go. I mean, we're talking about, if they're right, if the guidance is right, and they're guiding 11 billion per quarter or higher here on out, that's still like 44 billion, or let's say call it 50 billion per year in revenue. That needs to be like 10x in order to justify its current valuation, in my opinion. So, but anyway, all right, that's enough about that. I'll end it right here. I might do some more company reviews later. Let me know if you want me to do a review of company. I still think this company's overvalued, and now it's even more overvalued. But they are making gains, so congrats. But if you want me to do a company review on something, let me know in the comments below. All right. So for now, peace.